Welcome to SC Custom Designs. I want to thank you for coming into my wood shop. We're going to go over the transitioning from the older battery operated tools. I'm distracted by my beard again. Isn't it beautiful? All right, back on subject. We had the Porter cable tools. I bought them, I'm going to say 3 to 5 years ago. I don't recall exactly. And technology has come along. It's come a ways, okay? Things are getting better. And we're going to touch on some of those attributes. And then we'll let you get on your way. I want to thank you for coming into my shop, by the way. Please subscribe to our channel, SC Custom Designs. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when a new video comes up, such as this one here. And let's go ahead, let's get on with it. Okay, so what I did is I originally bought this drill here, okay, and it came with a battery pack and it came with a battery. What a good deal. Now, if you try to buy the battery pack and the charger with IntelliPort technology, okay, you're going to come in about $59, okay. I bought for $69 or something like this and I got the drill and I got a battery and I got a charger. So at any rate, back to the older tools. Essentially, I noticed that the batteries weren't lasting as long. They were the cadmium again. They were those old style batteries, and they just weren't holding their charge. And you could tell they were just failing, so it was time to get some new ones. But I thought, what is this lithium ion business I'm hearing about, these batteries? So I started to look into it. And the pros of upgrading and just going to the lithium ion, it was lithium ion. There's your first blooper of my video. Okay, so it's just a smart way to go, okay? So where do we start? Okay, so basically I took my old tools, by the way, and I was very blessed because I posted in the local area. I'll tell you what, within 4 or 5 hours I had them sold. Then I had about 25 people saying, is that still available? Well, they're gone. So I was able to sell those Porter cable tools, and I did away with some other tools that I wasn't using anymore. We're constantly going through the shop and we're saying, you know, Steve, if you're not using those tools in the last couple of years, maybe it's time to get rid of them. And so anything you see here, it made the second or third cut. I'm going through and I'm doing a reorg in the shop again. Most everything is staying where it is, but I want to make sure that my shop is efficient and doesn't have wasted space in technology. Back on subject, my friends. Okay, so what if you go out and you buy just the battery and the charger? You're going to come in about $49, $59, depending upon where you're going to buy it. Okay, what state you're in, whatever. So what I did is I bought yet another drill. I got this P1810, which gave me naturally a charger and a battery. So now I have 3 batteries now. And I have 2 chargers. That puts me in a happier place, my friends. Okay, so now we have this little guy that I decided to get for the smaller jobs, and he came with this one here. There's a slightly smaller charger there. This is a 12-volt lithium. Okay, the same type of technology is built into it, though. Let's just slow down a little bit and talk about it. It's pretty self-explanatory. But basically the red buttons. So when you take the battery and you plug it in, this battery charger, this center, is going to tell you what's going on with your battery. It's going to tell you if your battery is no good, you should get a new one. If it's too warm or too cold for actually charging it, that could actually damage old batteries if you did that, if you tried to charge them in those states. Okay, so we're going to take it, you're going to plug it in, and lights are going to start blinking. You just need to then come over to your operation manual, and I'm going to keep this here for a while so I know what these things are doing. Okay, so this green light is blinking, and what does that mean? The green light, if I look quickly, flashing, it says battery is being charged. Okay. Once it's charged, it comes into this mode where it's just steady on. Okay, that is charging is complete. Charger maintains charge mode. All right. Then when it starts to go into this fading mode, it's going to go from being on, solid on, to this fading mode. That means that the battery pack is fully charged and charger is in energy save mode. Technically, you could leave it plugged in this state. If you're going to be using your tools a lot, I would say go ahead and do that. If not, you can take them out and you could set them and store them somewhere, okay? And they're going to be good to go for a long period of time, for months. I believe I read up anywhere between 4 and 6 months. You could take it, put it back into your tool, and it's ready to go, my friends. Cadmium batteries, not so lucky with those guys. Well, some of the cons, there's more actually cons than pros with the older style technology. The cadmium, not very good for the environment. They were heavier. They had a memory on them so that it would remember where it was charged or whatever, and it would basically was not good for charging the battery. It put it into an unstable pattern of charging, this type of thing. So there you go. But as far as the strength of the batteries, from what I read, they were pretty much equal with lithium. But let's talk about the pros of the lithium. The lithium batteries are lighter. They are going to hold your charge in the state where they are charged for a long period of time. So you can unplug them, set them here. By the way, don't slam them down like that. Lithium batteries don't like that versus the cadmium. I don't think any battery likes to be slammed, but particularly with the lithium. But they're lighter. You can have them undocked, and they're going to hold their charge for a long time. Another really cool thing is when you're using your tool is going to go from working to not working. None of this in-between stage where you're really, it could be unfortunate if you're using a tool and it was just going just fine, right? And then you came back to use it and it was just fine, and then it's starting to lose its charge. Now you got to return it to its charger. If you don't have one that's fully charged, then you got to wait. So that was that. That's with the cadmium. So the lithium seems the way to go, and they have a different blooper number 2, I guess. They have a couple different styles. This is the smaller one. Then they have one that looks like it's a third bigger, and it's going to last you that much longer. Okay, so these terminals, this is called IntelliPort technology. Very, very cool. If you're Huckleberry Finn and you fell asleep in technology, I would say consider the newer technologies where you can take a battery and stick it in no matter what state the battery's in, and you can walk away with confidence knowing nothing's going to happen to degrade your battery because it was too hot, too cold, or something like this. It's going to just basically maintain that battery. So there you go. So the cadmium batteries, they have a higher rate of self-discharge if stored. So there you go. Let's move on from the batteries. I'm sorry I jumped all over the place there with the batteries. So like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and keep this guy just here for a while underneath one of my chargers like this so that I can quickly reference it. Mind you, there's information right here too that you can refer to. So another pro, oh my goodness, of buying into like Ryobi, for example, is that I could take this battery, which is currently in my drill, and I could plug in my nail gun. Check it out. Let's make sure we do it right. Wow, I've never tried to do it this way, and I'm failing miserably. There we go. All right, so check that out, my friends. Right into my nail gun. I got the nail gun not too long ago. I did a review on that. What is incredibly impressive is that you can do up to 1,700 nails per charge. Wow. I mean, that's just a wow factor right there, my friends. That's just amazing. And need I mention, there's no hose. I mean, I have retired semi-permanently over here in my other bench, my pneumatic tool, my nailer, that has to be connected to, well, it would be that black hose over there. I can go really to the end of my 18-foot table with it. But you know, the hose gets in the way. You got to have the compressor on and ready, and move the compressor if you want to go outside or whatever. I pick this guy up and I go. And there's LED lights built into it as well. There's so many improvements in technology. Again, with the Huckleberry Finn, you may have fallen asleep and woken up suddenly and look at all the technology. As a matter of fact, over 50 tools to be interchanged with your battery. That just like takes my breath away when I think about it. It's like, what conveniences. So for us older guys, and those that are older than me, they're still just going at it with the woodworking. It's just amazing, you know, to think about these things. So let's see. Essentially, if you've never really bought a tool like this before, let's just go over the highlights, okay? This one has an LED light in it. This one does not. This one here, all the rest of the features seem to be the same. Oh, except that you can place your bit here in the tool. This one, you cannot stick the bit. You kind of stick it on this this rubber, this magnetized mount here, which I'm not too pleased with. That's okay for if you're just working and you want to put it there quickly, but I like the idea of storing something so it doesn't get lost. All right, so you're going to have 2 speeds. As a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and plug in both of them. I just want you to hear the difference between them both, okay? All right, the pros and the cons. Okay, so you have 2 speeds. This is the lower speed for those operations where you don't want the drill bit going fast. Okay, both of them come with that. Okay, let's put it back up. Oh, not so easy to do. Wow. Okay, you have a level here, which is very important when you're trying to do something exactly parallel. Okay, that's a really nice feature to have that in there. It's a keyless. Both of them are keyless. No more, man, where did I put the key chuck business going on. We have the ability of turning this here, and it's really hard to work with one hand. Again, the pros and cons of using my camera. I have a camera here. It's called the View. Is I make people dizzy because I move too quickly with it with my head. But I have both hands to work with. There you go. So let's go ahead and continue talking. We have, of course, reverse. And the other way, they've had that for quite a while. We have, again, we were talking about this knob here. So if you have delicate screwing that you have to do, so you're going to just wind it way down, okay? That's really great. If the extreme would be going to metal. You're going into metal, and you need a lot of power behind it. All right, so definitely utilize these guys. They really help you, especially not stripping really fine brass screws, that type of thing. Well, I tend to do those by hand anyways. All right, so I think that about covers it with these guys, but let's hear them side by side. Okay, they're both in the number 2 position. And so here's this one here. Here's this one here. This one here has a little more revolutions per minute to it. You can probably hear that as well. So we've got those 2. The idea of having these 3 drills is just really cool because then I don't have to stop and swap out my bits. So there you go. I might use this one for screwing in the screws, depending upon if they're small or whatever. They use this one for drilling, for countersinking. All right, and you're going to have all those options so that you don't have to switch out your chucks. The tools in price are coming way down, so I would say that's another pro going on with the newer technology. So at any rate, thanks for coming into my shop. I appreciate when you guys come in. Subscribe to my channel if you like it. If you want to be entertained, I promise to be entertaining and try to keep it interesting. There's always something going on in my shop. Then one of the next videos we're going to be doing is a full shop tour again. If you've been watching my videos, you'll see that I'm starting to clean up more. I find that us woodworkers, we like to do shop reorgs, and sometimes things do get messy too, so we got to clean up. I do reviews on the products. I did a review on the GR Ripper. I got 2 of those. I just did a review on the DeWalt. Go ahead and look that up on my channel. I really went down to the nitty-gritty explaining this unit here. Okay, I did a review on this rigid oscillating spindle sander, which has the belt sanding type unit there that oscillates and goes up and down. Really phenomenal. I've done a review on the 14-inch jet belt sander. I did a review on the dust collector. This is a jet. I have 2 jet tools. Stellar. They're just amazing. I have no complaints. The only complaint I have about this is I would love to have a blower on my my wheels here, my bearings. Okay. Other than that, it's been delivering for me, you know. So look at that. I just love to do all kinds of reviews. I buy Carter tools. By the way, the Carter company, they actually will pick up the phone and they will talk to you. In the case where I called with regards to this is the Carter stabilizer that you can put on. It basically replaces all of the bearings, both top and bottom, okay? And it allows you to do that scrolling business that you see Mr. Snodgrass, who represents the Carter products. At any rate, this wheel was falling off, okay? The wheel was falling off. And I called them. They said, no problem, we'll send you another one. But in the meantime, you can get some glue. It's eluding me the name. Loctite. It's Loctite green. And put it on, and that won't come off again. But they were going to send me one without question. That was what the engineer was going over very patiently with me. How to work this and what I may have been doing wrong. I have nothing but good to say about Carter for that. But we're going to come through the shop. Hopefully this will be cleaned up, my friends. A lot of bandsaw boxes. And we're going to talk about all the tools that I have in my shop. Okay? You really don't need a lot of tools. So why do you have a lot of tools? Because I like them. They can be very, very convenient. But you don't need a lot of tools to get the job done. Okay? I was mentioning the Amish maybe in my video or in past videos. You know, they just have that gift of working with their hands with a few tools. So this is my dust booth that I made. I don't remember doing a review on that. And this is the pipe clamp area. But again, we're going to go over all of most of the items in my wood shop and have some fun with that. So thanks once again, guys, for coming into my shop, SE Custom Designs. I hope that you enjoy the videos. Again, subscribe to the channel. If you like what you're seeing, hit the bell if you want to be notified that there was a new video that came up. We have about 173 subscribers, my friends, and we welcome each and every one of you. We welcome your comments. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs down. If you give us a thumbs down, tell us why. And also leave your comments, questions, comments, concerns on tools that you may be using, processes that you want to talk about, and we'll investigate them and put them on our show. Again, thanks for coming. We're really glad you took the time. And take care and stay safe in your wood shop. Bye-bye now.